لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة أن لا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة الذي كنتم توعدون في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا وعمل صالحا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه بحرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما نازل إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
O God our Father, we thank you for the gift of life. Our mouths are too small to appreciate you for all the wonderful and amazing things you do in our lives each day. Mercy and grace. Show us the brightness of your face. Guide us as we journey on. Provide our needs and send your Holy Spirit to lead us day by day. We ascribe and praise to you today and forevermore. Amen.
Thank you, both of you. And can we have the registrar call the witness? Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Good morning, Mr. Witness. Can you hold on to this?
Good morning.
Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. To swear in, may I know what your religion is?
What
religion?
Islam.
Okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
By the Holy Quran.
You're going to swear by the Holy Quran?
Yes, please.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Mr. Witness, please repeat after me. You have to hold the Holy Quran then.
Okay. What do I need to do?
Hold the Holy Quran. Okay, and repeat after me.
Okay.
I,
Chernoso,
do swear that I will speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. You may be seated, please.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, the witness has been sworn.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Good morning, Mr. Sow.
Good morning.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council?
Thank you, Chairperson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please state your names for the record.
Cherno Amadou Sow.
And where do you live?
I live at Baraka Estate.
What is your occupation?
I'm the Director General of Internal Audit.
And internal audit is under which ministry?
That is under the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs.
Thank you. Mr. Sow, you gave a statement to the Commission, is that correct?
That's correct.
And the statement was prepared by you?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Registrar. Can you confirm that that is the statement that you gave?
Yes, it is.
And do you adopt the statement as part of your evidence before the Commission?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Chairperson, I apply to tender the statement of the witness, Cherno Amadou Sow.
The statement made by Cherno Amadou Sow with respect to the audit report for Basse Area Council for the Commission of Inquiry into the conduct of all local government councils and connected matters thereto, dated the 31st of May 2023, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/BSC/IA/CAS/001.
As the Commission pleases. Mr. Sow, can you give us a brief summary of your educational and professional background?
I have an MBA from the University of Lincoln in the United Kingdom. I am also a member of the Chartered Institute of Accountants, ACC. I have an ACS. I also have a CPA, license to practice public accounting in the state of California, United States of America. My professional career actually began with the Central Bank of the Gambia when I left school. I worked for the bank for about 9 years, and the bank actually was the institution that sent me to the United Kingdom to pursue my educational courses. Upon my return, I did work for Gambia Women's Finance Association for a number of years, and then I subsequently left the Gambia and then stayed in the United States for a while, where I worked with the U.S. government in various capacities. My last employer was the City of New York, where I was the division chief responsible for pension accounting and cash control. for about 10 years. I became the Director General of Internal Audit about 2.5 months ago. So basically that's my qualification and my experience in terms of work experience.
Did you say you became the Director General of Internal Audit 2.5 months ago?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Can you give us an idea of what the role of your directorate is?
Basically, as the Director General, I'm responsible for the day-to-day running of the directorate, which, among other things, include the assigning of, audit function. I'm responsible for signing up on all audit engagements. So I'm in that role, assisted by a team of senior officials. But basically, my primary responsibility is to make sure that the directorate functions the way it was intended by government on a day-to-day basis.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some more questions, but could you maybe pull the mic closer to you?
Yes.
So we can hear better. Thank you. And what is the function of the Directorate of Internal Audit? What does the Directorate actually do?
So basically, the Directorate was established by government to provide internal audit services to the government of the Gambia, and through that was informed by the Public Finance Act and also the Audit Charter. We derive our mandate from that, and what we do is to make sure that we're able to provide, internal audit services by way of making sure that, government policies are implemented, and then also to make sure that we're providing assurance services across government. So basically that is what our mandate is. Occasionally we are also called upon to do other audits, depending on the need. When the minister asks us to do special audit, we are also tasked to do that as well. That's the Minister of Finance.
Okay. And there's already a National Audit Office, and your directorate is Directorate of Internal Audit. What's the difference between the two?
So basically, the National Audit, acts as an external audit arm of government. They provide, by law, they are mandated to provide external audit service to the government of the Gambia. What we do is to provide the internal audit aspect of it. There is a difference between internal and external audit. With internal audit, basically we report to management. Our findings are basically addressed to management. We look at systems, we look at operations, and see where there are deficiencies. We document those and report those to management through our audit reports, with a view to making sure that management looks at those and then address whatever deficiencies we are able to identify. I guess with the case of the internal, the National Audit Office, they have a different reporting mandate. They report to the National Assembly, and I think that's where the distinction is. Sometimes, our work could be complementary, because most often they do look at the reports that we provide, and but then obviously they have a different function altogether.
Now, I note from your statement that you have said your department posts staff, internal audit staff, to various ministries and other offices.
Yes, that's correct.
And you have also said that you post staff to local government authorities.
Currently, no, we are not posting staff to local government authorities at the moment, because we have some capacity issues as well. We are not able to provide internal audit staffing to every ministry, government department, and agency. So mostly at the moment we have internal auditors posted in all the ministries and most of the government departments and agencies. But obviously where the need arises and where we have the capacity and we have the manpower to do that, we do conduct internal audit services for most of these local government authorities as well.
And are there any plans to post staff, internal audit staff to the local government authorities anytime in the near future?
That's a possibility, but I think, you know, the local government authorities are in a unique situation because they are quasi-government. They are not necessarily central government, and to the extent that we provide internal audit services to them is because they do have government subvention. So I think, you know, what we would encourage is to have the local council establish their own internal audit functions, build the capacities of those internal audit functions so that they are able to carry out internal audit services for the local authorities.
Okay. Do you have staff posted at the Ministry of Lands and Regional Affairs?
Yes, we do.
And there was a report that was prepared by the internal audit unit at the Ministry of Lands.
That's correct.
And what's the relationship between the Directorate of Internal Audit and that report that was prepared by the internal auditor?
Well, when we post you know, internal auditors to the various ministry, functionally they report to me as the Director General of Internal Audit. Administratively, they report to the permanent secretary of whichever ministry they are posted. So whatever report whatever audit is carried out by the unit at the local government, actually we sanction the audit, we vet we review the reports, and then we sign off on the report. So basically they are acting as agents for the directorate.
Now, can you tell us about this particular internal audit report for Basse Area Council? How was it sanctioned?
From what I read, this was basically, you know, at the request of the Basse local council. I think the chairman and the councillors had written to the permanent secretary, local government and lands, requesting this audit to be carried out. So once that request came into the permanent secretary, it was forwarded to the internal auditor at that ministry. And then the former director had assembled a team, you know, led by one of our internal auditors at the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So that is how the audit team came about, the audit engagement came about.
And did you sign off, or did your directorate sign off on the report that was prepared?
Yes, we did.
Do you have a copy of the report?
Yes, I do.
That's right. Now, this report is a system audit for the Basse Area Council for the period 1st January 2020 to 30th September 2022. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Chairperson, I apply to tender the final audit report for Basse Area Council, system audit for the Basse Area Council for the period 1st January 2020 to 30th September 2022.
The final audit report, Basse Area Council, which is a system audit for the Basse Area Council for the period 1st January 2020 to 30th of September 2022 and dated the 11th of April 2023, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/BSC/SA/CAS/002.
Council Commission, please.
That copy is our own office copy. I'm not sure whether you want to make a copy of it, because I was just asked to present a copy, but this is our own office copy.
Yes, you can have a copy of it for now, and then later you can apply to have the original back.
Okay.
Could you give the exhibit to the witness, please?
Thank you.
Now, can you tell us what during the interview that was held for the 3 persons, the Director of Finance for Basse did not apply but was interviewed?
That's correct.
And the Director of Finance at Janjanbureh was also interviewed in that same...
Yes, at some point, because the Director of Finance at Janjanbureh was actually, had applied for Basse.
Yes.
And records indicate that he was the most qualified. He has met the minimum qualifications required for the position. But instead, he was giving the Director of Finance position at Janjanbureh. My understanding is that he is no longer with Janjanbureh, but at some point he did accept that position and did serve as Director of Finance at Janjanbureh.
And are you able to recall whether it was actually the Local Government Service Commission that interviewed them?
No, two of the interviewers had their names on the interview record sheet, but the third did not. We have the names of the 2, but we don't have the name of the third interviewer. I don't know where they are from.
Okay. Could you also tell us, with the qualifications of the current Director of Finance, what title or what position would he ordinarily be eligible for?
Ma'am, you asking me to speculate. I wouldn't know. It depends.
I mean, in a finance job.
That's going to be hard for me to answer, but all I know is that he doesn't meet the minimum qualification to be Director of Finance.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
You've indicated in your report that the responsibility to execute this is the PS, the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, the Chairman, Establishment Committee, and CEO. And from the date that this report was signed off, was there any action taken by the people that you identify as being responsible?
Basically, where are you reading, ma'am? Which is it? The management response?
Page 18.
Is it the management response?
Yes.
Okay. So with respect to management responses, that is basically what the management said. That is not our own. That is not the audit teams making that suggestion. It's management responding on our findings, because once we made the findings, we will send them. We send them the report.